straight out of Ridley Scott's Blade Runner. Look at this. It's leaflets. Tickets from £3. Isn't that amazing? That's cheaper than the Globe. And, you know, for the groundlings. And, oh, yeah, you've got to live in Prescot though. Hello and welcome to another vlog. I'm outside the Shakespeare North in Prescot. And it's the 15th of May. Exactly 2 months before this place opens. It's not quite ready at the moment. Still a few jobs to do. And it's looking great. It's a great theatre for Prescot. And this completes the Shakespeare Triangle. The thing I've been talking about throughout these vlogs has been about the three theatres, the Shakespeare Triangle. This is very much a Jacobean theatre. The interior is designed by a guy known as Indigo Jones. When we were at Scott Art School, we used to call him Indigo, but his name is pronounced Indigo, something like that anyway. But we used to call him Indiana Jones because he used to nick creative ideas from people, from culture, various cultures, and especially Italy. He used to love stealing stuff from Italy. And as William Shakespeare once said, bad artists copy, great artists steal. Well, no, actually it wasn't William Shakespeare, it was Picasso, but it's the same principle. He used to steal ideas and pass them off as his own, which is great. So we've got, he left loads of drawings and stuff and whatever. He used to design theatre sets, he used to design movable theatre sets, and he was seen as the godfather of modern day theatre. So last weekend I got talking to the I think it's a project officer for the Shakespeare of the North, Emily Parr, and she got to tell us exactly what's going on in 2 months' time when this opens on the 15th of July. So let's see what she's got to say about that.
I am the project producer here at Shakespeare North Playhouse. So I am working with the engagement team, the learning and engagement team. So we do some of the outreach work with communities and with the schools, and are coming up with a really exciting programme to get people in our doors, because we really want to open our doors to everybody and not just local residents, but obviously we've got a real incentive to get, you know, local residents in the doors, because we know how proud people are, particularly of the heritage and the fact we have such an important piece of Shakespearean history right on our doorstep. Yeah,
I've been telling everybody, I've been going around the country and I've been talking to people in Stratford and asking them whether they've heard of Prescot, and the theatre goers there don't seem to know where Prescot is, and they don't seem to know about the Shakespeare of the North. But like I said in that video, that they will know about it.
Absolutely.
It will become part of the Shakespearean Triangle. So you've got a big opening event, haven't you, coming up?
Yes, so we have on the 15th of July we have an opening procession, which is this grand ceremony and a parade up our town centre, which will culminate in this amazing ceremony, and that will be our official opening. And the weekend that follows will be full of events, getting people through the doors, having a tour around the site and getting a flavour of what we'll have to offer in our various performance spaces. So there's a studio space which will have sort of more intimate space, which will have a range of shows on, and then we've got our traditional cockpit Shakespearean theatre, and we also have the Sir Kendall Performance Garden, which will have a range of events on as well, and they're all on our site. So there's so much that can happen.
Is it a 3-day event, did you say?
It is, yeah.
It's a
3-day event. So our opening ceremony is the Friday, and then the Saturday and the Sunday our doors will be open, and they'll have a range of events going on throughout the full weekend that people can wander in for free and come.
That's amazing. So you can go inside in the theatre
itself? You can go in there for free and be guided around for free.
My God, I tried to get into the Globe the other day, and they were charging 17 quid just for a guided tour of the Globe.
Well,
and you can go into the Shakespeare North Playhouse for for free?
Certainly for our open weekends, yeah, because we want as many people getting a taster of what we have to offer as
amazing.
possible. And it's a community space, and our doors are open for everybody, and we want it to be your space.
That's brilliant. Just run them dates by me again.
So the 15th is the opening ceremony, which is in the Friday evening, and that's all going to be happening after 6 o'clock with our the company we're working with, Slunglow. And then the Saturday and the Sunday, that'll be the 16th and the 17th. That's when all the open events will be happening, all the way through the weekend.
Right. And just tell us a bit about the finishing off in the theatre at the moment.
Yes.
Is it near to completion?
It's near. I've been in there. It looks stunning, and it looks like all the images that we projected are as it appears. So yeah, you can stand inside the cockpit theatre and see what it's going to be like. It's in 2 phases. It can be a theatre in the round or as a end on staging. So we're looking forward to our first production being in the round, which will be our young writers doing their own show, as you like it, as you write it.
As you write
the pun
it.
there.
Okay.
Yeah, as you write it.
Yep.
And that will be followed by A Midsummer Night's Dream, which is our production in collaboration with Northern Stage.
So that will be that will be the real first Shakespearean.
Yeah, that'll be the spectacular showpiece.
Yeah, because I've been telling everybody everywhere in London and in Stratford that they should get themselves up to Prescot for the first performance.
And they're doing some really contemporary takes on it, and getting the locals involved when we can. So that'll be fab.
And this differs, doesn't it, to the other 2 theatres, because it's a different take on Shakespeare, isn't it? Is this Jacobean? Am I right to say?
Yes.
It's a Jacobean theatre.
Yeah, it's in the style of the design by Inigo Jones.
Yes. Inigo Jones.
Inigo Jones from London. Yeah. So we're using that as a basis for some of the design within the theatre. But yeah, it's very much in the style of the Globe Theatre, but it's sitting within our building. That's what's unique about it.
Yes.
It's like a Russian doll effect. So you've got that beautiful Globe-style theatre within our building in a contemporary space that houses a learning space, a cafe, and all of these different areas that people are welcome to come and browse around in their own time.
That's fantastic. And is it going to be the lighting? Is that going to be? Is it going to be candle lit?
There's candle lit.
I had something in the back of my mind to say it was going to be candle
there's chandeliers.
Which is going to be amazing. Oh, it's a magical theatrical experience.
Really authentic. Yeah, that's what we want. We want it to be an authentic experience with our star canopy, a little nod to being an outdoor show.
See, I can imagine lovers of Shakespeare, and there are some really dedicated people out there who will travel everywhere to go and see something new about Shakespeare, coming up here to want to see that, because that is a totally different experience, isn't it?
Absolutely.
To see them in the late sort of Shakespearean period, the Jacobean period.
Yeah, and knowing that it's right in the heart of such a tiny town, and as you say, the connections with Knowsley Hall and the family estate, it's going to open up so many questions on what are the connections with the Stanley family and all of those things that, as you say, people need to know about.
Absolutely.
It's really important.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Well, thank you. It's been a fascinating discussion, and probably the nearest thing today that I've seen I could call Elizabethan or Jacobean, I should say. More Jacobean, but
the real history is here.
It is. It's great. It's fantastic. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
That's great.
Lovely to meet you.
Brilliant. Yeah. Okay, it's all exciting stuff, isn't it? The Shakespeare North Playhouse, named after the very playhouse that was here in Elizabethan times in Prescot, the only purpose-built theatre outside of London. Remember in Elizabethan times, when the theatre started and the Globe was set up and the various theatres around London, it was at the very start of something new. It was the new English theatre, and it's everything that was begun then, because there'd never been a precedent for theatres outside in purpose-built buildings. Everything we know about theatres today stems from that very moment in history, the start of making of plays, and has influenced our leisure time ever since. We all like to go to the theatre and see stuff, and it's become a norm now. Back then it wasn't. It was a brand new concept. The theatre, the idea of a theatre being built, especially for a play, was a new thing. Back then, the travelling actors like Shakespeare's troupe and stuff like that, they had to make and do and present plays wherever they could, and usually on the tops of tables, and market tables were flattened down, And that's where the term treading the boards comes from, because the theatres would go out to the provinces like Prescot and other places throughout the country and tread the boards. That means that they would set up a theatre wherever they could. So these purpose-built theatres were very rare in England. They were a rare sight, and to have one in Prescot was totally unique. So there was nowhere else in the country, or that has been discovered in the country, to have had a purpose-built theatre, and certainly none with the links to Shakespeare. So this is a really important part of the history of theatre and Elizabethan Shakespeare, Jacobean Shakespeare, if you like. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. If you do, then please you can like and subscribe and do everything else, and look out for my next video in this series of discovering Tudor Prescot and the links to Shakespeare and the Shakespearean triangle and all that stuff. And hopefully we'll be able to get inside the theatre and have a look around on the opening day. So that should be fun. Okay, thanks a lot. Thanks for watching. Bye. I'm here at Litting. That almost reminds me of Prescot Parish Church.